Hey, welcome to another episode of Let 'Em Ride. In this video, I'm going to be going over the 3 games on the WNBA slate for June 13th. I'll give you guys my analysis on each of these games, let you know which way I'm leaning, and any final picks that I have will be listed down in the pinned comment below. Hit that like button one time. Now let's get started. All right, first up, we have the Atlanta Dream. They're traveling to Indiana to take on the Fever. Dream are 3.5-point favorites in this one. The over-under sitting at 161.5. The Fever have the rest advantage coming in at 3-10 straight up. They are 5-8 against the spread, while the Dream 5-5 straight up, 4-6 against the spread. Both these teams are coming off blowout losses in their last games. Atlanta is just 1-3 against the spread in their last 4 games now. The Fever are 1-4 at home this year. They're 10th in offensive rating. They're dead last in both defensive and net rating. Clark's early struggles have continued as well for Indiana. Despite that 30-point outing this past Friday, her other 3 games in June have netted a total of 24 points on just 8 of 29 shooting. The Dream are 1 spot away from last in terms of offensive rating. They're 8th in net rating. However, if you look at both those categories for Atlanta, with just them playing on the road, both of those jump up to 4th. And they are 3-1 both straight up and against the number on the road. So I'm going to lean Atlanta here to bounce back and cover this spread. They have a decent defense. They've played well enough on the road so far. Indiana plays the worst defense in the W, and they've yet to find much rhythm in their offensive sets as a team. And I'm going to lean under here as well. Atlanta's defense, I just think that they have the ability to shut down Clark, Boston, and the Fever. And they're playing at the 3rd slowest pace in the W as well. All right, next up we have the Seattle Storm taking on the Dallas Wings. The Wings have the rest advantage, and they are at home with the visiting Storm laying 7. The over-under is sitting at 162 in this one. After starting the season 1-3, the Storm are set 7-1, and they've gone 6-2 against the number in that time. Dallas is trending in the opposite direction. They've lost 5 straight now, going 1-4 against the spread. The Storm boasts a number 2 ranked defense. They're best in the league in blocks. They're 3rd in steals, and they're 1st in the W in rebounds, while the Wings sit right behind them at 2 in grabbing boards, but sit 3rd and last in terms of defensive rating. They're giving up the most points in the paint while facing a Storm team here that are shooting 61% from inside 5 feet. That's good for 3rd in the W. I like the Storm in this one. They've feasted on these teams so far on the bottom tier of the WNBA, and Dallas falls into that category currently. And I'm leaning over here as well. I'd look at that Storm team total over again also. I don't think Dallas plays anywhere near the D capable of slowing the Storm team down. And Seattle plays at the fastest pace in the W as well. The Seattle's D also regresses some on the road, so this is all in favor of the over. All right, last game of the night, we had the Las Vegas Aces taking a walk next door to take on the Phoenix Mercury. This over-under sitting at 168.5. The Aces are 6.5-point favorites in this one. Chelsea Gray is listed as questionable, and it's been reported that she could play, and that would be huge. The Aces could desperately use her back. They've lost 3 straight now. 2 of those 3, while to really good teams in Minnesota and Seattle, were by double digits. They are now 5-5 straight up, 3-7 to the number, and just 1-4 both straight up and against the spread over their last 5. The Mercury come off an overtime win in Dallas, in which they also got a huge boost in the return of Brittany Griner. Phoenix is 6-6. They're 7-5 against the spread, and don't look now, but they're 3-1 to the number and straight up in their last 4. All right, now look, it feels crazy to fade a team that's surging and just saw the return of one of their star players come back. But it also feels crazier to fade the back-to-back champs in a spot now where they've lost 3 straight. With that said, I cannot get behind a Vegas team covering this 6.5-point spread the way that they've looked in these last 3 games, with the rest disadvantage, and going against a team that is trending in the right direction in the Mercury. So I'm leaning Phoenix here plus the points. But if Gray is able to suit up in this one, that could sway me in the other direction for sure. And I'm leaning over in this one as well. Both these teams like to push the pace. Both shoot from outside frequently and well. I'd like them to get over this number in what should be a fun, fast-paced, high-scoring game. All right, so that's just about going to wrap us up for this episode of Let 'Em Ride. Be sure to check back in later in this pinned comment to make sure that you get any plays that I put in on these games right here. That way you can choose to ride along with me if you please, or you can fade me also if you'd like. We haven't gotten to recap the previous videos so far that we've done on the WNBA. I've been putting these videos out about 24 hours in advance of the games to get you guys this information as soon as I can, because these lines fluctuate like we've talked about before. But with that said, some of these bets that we're putting in these videos, they're kind of still live as I'm recording the next one, so I haven't really been able to give you the recap. But so far, we are on a mini 4-0 run in the WNBA. So now might not be the time to fade your boy. Maybe it is, though. all good things come to an end. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm the best capper in the world. I'm having a good little run right here, and I'm enjoying the while it lasts, you know. But as we know with gambling, this is an up and down thing. We're gonna hit our valley again, and then we're gonna hit our peak again. It's just how it goes. So, right along with your boy while we're at the peak. If you like the video, do you like the content that we've been putting out, please hit that like button. Please hit subscribe. Please share it if you can. It's greatly appreciated. Best of luck. Bet responsibly. And I'll see you on the next video.